A big name is out of action in the world of golf, and that includes no trip to this year's Masters. We'll discuss one fan streak that started way back at Colt Stadium in the 1950s, and another big-name football star making a splash in his pro day this week. How will it affect the NFL draft? All this and more coming up on the Roundtable. Let's get it rolling.
Live from Studio A, this is the Roundtable.
Underwriting for the Roundtable is brought to you by Sprouts Farmers Market, New York Pizza and Pasta, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, located in Adams Residence Hall.
Welcome to a special boys versus girls edition of the Roundtable tonight. I'm Matt McCullock. Let's get this one started. Last night, the OKC Thunder ended the San Antonio Spurs' 19-game winning streak, beating San Antonio 106-94. Let's meet the panel for tonight and get their reactions. For the boys, we have Zach Sepanik from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Matt, it's a little different to sit on this side of the table, but hey, it took me 19 games to start to believe in experience over youth, but the Spurs let me down last night.
And we have Mason Prince joining him from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
39 straight games for Kevin Durant with over 25 points. LeBron James' longest streak, 21.
For the beautiful ladies, we have Becca Slaughter as well from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And last night was a great game to watch and love the Oklahoma City Thunder. So all I have to say is Russell Westbrook for the win.
All right. And welcome my co-host on Sooner Sports Pad, Lauren Nevitt, to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? I don't care that the Thunder are 4-0 against the Spurs in regular season because come playoffs, Greg Papa's going to show what's up.
Ooh, okay. All right. Well, AT&T Stadium is putting the finishing touches on the preparation for the Final Four. Game 1 of the semifinals begins tomorrow. This one's going to be a rematch of Florida versus UConn. Then Game 2 is Wisconsin versus Kentucky. Then the tourney will come to an end on Monday with the final two teams duking it out for the championship. Guys, the stage is set, and this has the makings to be an exciting one. Panel, what can we expect? Sepanik, take us away.
Hey, you know what? UConn was the last team to beat Florida way back on December 2. The other team to beat Florida this year, the Wisconsin Badgers, November 12. So two of the teams in the Final Four, besides Florida, have beaten them. UConn's got Shabazz Napier, probably the best player in the tournament. I like the Gators, though. Balanced attack. And then you throw in Wisconsin. Frank Kaminsky, 7-footer who can shoot the three, put it on the floor. Give me the Badgers. Badgers, Gators, I'm taking the Badgers all the way.
Well, this game was really hard for me to pick, but when you're in doubt, you pick the best player in the tournament, and that is Shabazz Napier. I think they're going to beat Florida, advance to the national championship. You got Wisconsin advancing on the other side. I think UConn pulls it out. They are the best team all around, and Shabazz Napier is the best player in the tournament.
Well, I have to say that both Kentucky and Florida have to be my favorites of this Final Four. We have Kentucky that just has a really strong and talented roster, but I'm going to say Florida's going to take the win on Monday night just because they've proven themselves. I'm taking Florida. I am.
Yeah, everyone is expecting Florida to win the whole thing. They're obviously on that 30-game winning streak, but I think UConn is a very talented team, and if they play well against them, they could easily take it. As far as Kentucky and Wisconsin go, Kentucky has really been stepping up, playing as a team. I don't think Wisconsin has the talent to beat Kentucky, but I think Florida is eventually going to come away with the whole thing.
It's
I think
Bo
they will.
Ryan's
Gators.
first ever Final Four, and a nice story there in Wisconsin. He went to every Final Four with his dad, who just passed away in August. So gotta love that story there from Wisconsin too.
Great story, but I'm going to agree with the girls here and give them the first point. I like Florida as well. I think they're going to do it. So,
All right.
hey, first point goes to the ladies,
First
the
point.
queens.
Ladies first, though, right? Ladies first.
Always
And they look pretty good too, so that helps. All right, well, it's that time of the year again. The 2014 Masters beginning next week. Practice rounds start Monday, and then the par 3 competition, which kind of kicks everything off, is on Wednesday. The tournament will, however, be without golf's biggest name, Tiger Woods. A lot of memorable moments throughout the years. Mason, you're up. Who are some of the guys we should watch out for, and who's your favorite to wear the green jacket?
You got to watch out for Jason Duffner. Snuffner, as I so lovingly refer to him. Yeah, the Duffner wag, it's great. I love it. He's the guy I'm going to go with. He finished 20th last year, and with no lefty, no Tiger in this year's Masters, I'm going to go ahead and take Duffner, the guy with experience and knows how to play under pressure, won the PGA Championship last year.
I'm actually looking out for Rory McIlroy. He had a rough year. He's come back a lot, but he's looking to be the 7th first-time winner in the past 8 years. He's talented, he's strong, he's consistent, which that will help him out a lot this year in the Masters. Also right now he's sitting at a number 7th world ranking, so he's the one I'm looking out for. He's going to be really fun to watch.
Well, the PGA Tour hasn't been in a better spot in terms of competition in a while. Lots of young players looking to break out. You always have Adam Scott in contention, won last year.
Exactly.
Then you have to think about Jordan Spieth. If he can be consistent, he could be a really good one. And then you also have Matt Kuchar. And a wild card would be Dustin Johnson. All guys to look out for.
That's pretty crazy, because my wild card on the paper, Dustin Johnson. How weird is that?
How weird.
But hey, defending champion Adam Scott, always tough. Like I just said, won it last year. Continues to play consistent golf with Steve Williams on the bag. Becca, you said Rory McIlroy. He is the odds-on favorite at 7-1 right now. But guess what? He never finished better than 15th at the Masters
I
before.
believe in him,
I'm not
though.
taking
I
Rory
believe in him.
McIlroy. Take those. He's got those new clubs.
Exactly.
Not playing good with it. Phil Mickelson and Jason Day are both banged up. So
I'm
you know what?
gonna have to go with the girls on this one again. I like Rory
yes.
McIlroy. I like
What's
that.
up?
I like that he's
What's up?
consistent, like you said, and I like Jordan Spieth a lot as well. So,
Consistency.
Lauren,
Jordan
great
Spieth,
pick with Jordan
Dallas
Spieth.
boy.
Oh yeah, he's,
Exactly.
D-Town, what's up?
watch out,
Shout
watch
out
out.
to Texas.
This is going to be
So ladies 2, boys 0.
Right here on the round table.
Well, as we said, Tiger Woods will not be competing in the Masters this year. Woods had back surgery on Monday to fix a pinched nerve, so no Masters, and who knows how long he will be out. It's been a long, bumpy road back to greatness for Woods. Becca. Is
Skip
Tiger
over
Woods
me?
done?
Trying to skip over me?
I am. Sorry.
Okay, so I
Go.
am kind of bummed. This is the first time in 20 years we won't see Woods competing for the green jacket, but I don't think he's done. He has been injured several times before. Talk about 2008 when he was out for an ACL surgery and had that whole issue, but he came back in 2009 and actually bounced back and had 6 tour wins that year. So he's not always coming back as strong, but he always comes back, and I don't think we've seen the last of him.
Yeah, this injury is definitely going to give Tiger the rest he needs. He's going to be out for 4 months, so he'll stay off of his back or whatever.
Exactly.
Will Tiger win another major? I'm not exactly sure about that, but is Tiger done? Definitely
No,
not. He's
not at
definitely
all.
not done.
Not at all.
And he's won more tournaments in the past year than any other golfer. You have to remember that, even
Very
while
true.
he's been injured.
If we're talking done as a professional golfer, that's not the case. But done as in he's probably not going to win another major. I'll agree with that. The biggest thing for me is when he and swing coach Hank Haney split. Hank had that great swing for Tiger the so many years that he was winning the tournaments. That pure, 25-year-old just grip it and rip it swing. Tiger's older now. He's been injured more often. He has to change the swing. New swing coach, and things have just been downhill ever since Hank Haney left. And to be honest, I don't see them coming back to fruition and to the strength he was at way back when he was winning it all the time.
Well, if you win a major on one leg, then I have faith that you can win another one. And that's what Tiger Woods did a couple years ago. I don't know. You girls and guys may have forgot about that, but he did win on one leg, and he still is the best player in the world. He won 5 times last year,
Woods.
was the player of the year last year. He's going to come back. I have faith in you, Tiger. You are a mocha bear, beautiful man. I love you.
I'm going to give this one to the boys. I like Zach Sepanik right there. I really do.
First point.
Talking about Hank Haney.
Well,
That is a big difference. That's a big difference, the Hank Haney issue. So,
Yep. That's how we
good
do
job,
it.
boys. Boys, you're on the board now.
We're on the board.
us a
All
point.
right.
On the board.
Well, former Duke assistant coach Steve Wojciechowski, that's a hard one to say, was introduced Tuesday as the new head coach for the Marquette Golden Eagles. It'll be Wojo's first head coaching stint, but this is a guy who's played and coached under Coach K for many, many years. So, Lauren, did Marquette make the right decision in replacing Buzz Williams with this hire?
I think so. I mean, when you've coached under one of the greatest coaches in the country, Mike Krzyzewski, for 15 years, I mean, you have to know what you're doing, even if you're an assistant coach. He's eventually going to learn how to step up and be that head coach position, but he's definitely had a good guy to watch over for the past 15 years.
This is an absolutely great hire. He brings a Duke pedigree that has won several national titles to a school that has only one national championship, but they're definitely craving more. And Wojciechowski wasn't even the first choice. It was Shaka Smart out of VCU. But, hey, they got a great hire. Coach K at Duke, his former boss, told Wojo before he left, you'll find better Polish food in Milwaukee than in Durham, North Carolina. So I think that can't be all that bad either.
Well, I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. This hire gets Marquette into the Sweet 16
Oh, wow.
next year. You heard it here first. Mason Prince, April 4th, 2014. Marquette, I believe in you. I don't like
know what date is?
Buzz Williams being gone. Best voice of basketball. Buzz Williams. Oh, man.
That's how he talks, too.
Great.
No, I will say it is a perfect hire, perfect fit. Coming from Duke, it's a basketball-first school. They have 4 national champions under their belt. Moving to Marquette for Wojo, this will be a perfect fit because this is another basketball-first school with 1 national championship under their belt, and they're hungry for another. And I think with Coach K being over him, he's a brilliant mentor for Wojo, and I think that'll definitely show. And you know what, Mason? I might be with you on that prediction.
Look at that.
I think I'm going to agree. I think I'm going to agree. He said it first.
Hey, I cannot disagree with any of the panel. Everyone gets a point. Points all around. Boys, girls get a point. Congratulations. Good job. Y'all are good. Good stuff. All right.
So gracious,
I don't know.
Well, coming up, a streak of 53 straight. We'll talk about who has accomplished this feat and for what, and spring season is now in full swing. Whether it's baseball or softball, the panel will debate who the hottest team in Oklahoma is right now. Stick with us. Welcome back to another special boys versus girl edition of the Roundtable. Right now we have the girls winning this one 3-2. So, hey, there's still a lot of game to be played, a lot of stories to get to. So, hey, it's anyone's game. Believe it or not, the Houston Astros actually have fans. Weird, right? Yeah, weird. I know. I didn't believe it either.
No way. Are you serious?
Cleve Lockett of Houston has attended 53 straight home opening games for the Houston Astros. The 90-year-old hasn't missed a home opening day since Houston started playing in the Major League Baseball in 1962, guys. All right, what feat would you like to accomplish if you had a streak like Lockett's? Zach, take the wheel.
First off, that is an amazing streak. To go to 52 straight opening games. The Houston Astros weren't even called the Houston Astros back when he started. They were the Houston Colt 45s back in from 1962 to 64. Amazing.
That's a Ken Fisher stat.
Yeah, a fun fact.
That's a Ken Fisher stat.
Amazing. So he's seen the transition from Colt Stadium to the great years in the Astrodome, all the way to Minute Maid Park now. That's unreal. I think a cool non-sports related streak that I think I would like to do is maybe like every day see the sunrise and the sunset for an entire calendar year. And a sports-related item is go to a game for several straight years or however many straight years for the Green Bay Packers, my favorite sports organization.
Okay, well, that's great. But just so you know, the Houston Astros are 25-28 in all those games he's attended on opening day, so I feel bad for Cleve. I feel you, bro. I feel your pain. I would go to every Red Sox home game for a season. That's just me being a fair weather fan. I think it'd be great, and that's what I would choose to do. Cool experience for me.
Typical coming from you.
Okay.
But I have been to every OU Texas game since my freshman year. I've been on the field, I've been in the stands, I've been to the fair.
Done
and
it all.
I'm going to go for the rest of my life.
All right,
Every
guys.
year.
This is cliche, but what is the most watched event in America?
Super Bowl?
The
Miss
Super
America.
Bowl.
Always.
The Super
The
Bowl.
Super
How
Bowl,
did none of you
of
guys
course.
come up with that? That doesn't even need a defense.
How
Why
do
would
you
you
even
not
know?
want to go to the Super Bowl for the rest of your life every year?
Yeah, good luck getting money for those tickets.
I know.
Every year.
I would
Especially as a
want to
broadcast
do it,
journalist.
but-
Come on.
Guys, you're going to hate this. I'm going to have to go with the girls because they didn't go with their favorite sports team. I like that they thought outside the box, and we are in
is
Norman,
true, we
Oklahoma,
did.
so I like that. The OU Texas, I like it.
That's a good answer.
OU baseball is sitting at 20-10 heading into this weekend's series against California State University Bakersfield. Meanwhile, OU softball is 25-8 as they welcome Kansas to Norman this weekend. The two teams are pretty comparable, but who is the better team right now and why? Mason, take it away.
I'm going to go with softball. They have the best player in the nation in Lauren Chamberlain. She's batting over 300 right now, and she has 6 homers.
out.
Lauren Chamberlain's out. Doesn't matter. She's on the team. And OU is third in the nation in runs per game. I'm going to go with the softball team. They're great. They won the national championship last year, and they might win it again this year.
I'm with you, Mason. I'm going with softball. They are definitely really strong. Even in their scoring, they have them at a 3rd place ranking. But even without Lauren Chamberlain, they have Kelsey Stevens, who is a steady pitcher. And we definitely saw that in a game earlier this week against OSU. And they just played a really steady and strong game. And I think they could totally make it back to the national championship.
I would normally go with OU softball because they are the defending national champs, but I just don't see
Can't
them
deny that, though. You
living
can't
up
deny
to
it.
their expectations for this season. One of the main reasons being that Lauren Chamberlain is out. I don't know exactly
They
how
have
long
such
she's
a good
out for
team.
anymore, but I'm going to go with OU baseball. Coach Pete Hughes has gotten them working in the community, so they're doing great things both on and off the field. And really, this was supposed to be a rebuilding year for OU baseball, but I think they've exceeded expectations for this season.
Hey, baseball's good, softball's good. They're both good. Softball has the stats to back it up, though, right now. Batting average, home runs per game, scoring, fielding percentage, and win-loss percentage, all in favor of softball. But to me, I think baseball, come the end of the season, is going to be farther in the playoffs and in the tournament than softball.
Shout out to Craig Aiken.
You got Pete Hughes. The team's starting to gel. Craig Aiken's been on the radio show a few times, and he's talked about how the team's coming together. And come the end of the season, when you can gel all year long and get ready for a playoff run, especially under a first-year head coach like Pete Hughes, I think there's nothing that's going to stop this baseball team at the end of the year.
True chains.
I like the stats from Zach Sepanik. I'm going to give the boys on this one. I like softball. I like
Serve
softball
that
as well.
one.
Good,
Serve that
some good
one.
stats there. So boys get the point.
Killed the game.
Y'all are so weird.
Game has been blessed.
The Bandwagon, brought to you by New York Pizza.
Coming up, a streak. Oh, no, that's not it. I am way off, guys. When we come back, this is the right one. The race for the final 2 seeds in the Western Conference playoff race is heating up. And we're going to take a look at the opening week of Major League Baseball. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back again to the Roundtable. We are just getting started. This is honestly heating up, guys. The girls versus the boys. The girls are currently taking this one 4-3, but there's still a few more stories left, so it's anyone's game.
Quick Hits, brought to you by Sprout.
The Dallas Mavericks, Memphis Grizzlies, and Phoenix Suns are in a 3-way tie for the 7th seed in the Western Conference. Each team sits at 44-31 on the season. With less than 10 games left to play, things are really going to get interesting in the final 2 playoff spots. All right, so with 2 spots and 3 teams, Becca, which teams will make it?
I am calling Dallas and Memphis.
Me too.
The Mavs, they have a stacked team of veterans that have one of the strongest offenses in the conference right now. And then there's the Grizzlies, and they have proven themselves this season despite a coaching change and plenty of injuries. And I think I'm picking those two. The Suns, they're coming off of a loss with the Clippers, and they have a tough schedule ahead of them.
Yeah, I'm with Becca. The Mavs showed that they were playoff worthy when they beat the Clippers last night and the Thunder last week. They're going to be
Exactly.
playing the 3 worst teams in the West to finish off their season.
It's a breeze.
The Suns
Like a
have to
breeze.
play 5 road games, which makes a huge difference. And the Mavs' record against the Grizzlies is 3-0 so far. So they've been beating all these.
Road games, who
They've been
cares?
beating
You
all
know
these
what?
teams. They'll be
April-
fine.
April 12th, Phoenix plays Dallas. April 14th, Memphis goes to Phoenix. April 16th, Dallas faces Memphis at the Blues capital of the world. And guess what? I'm taking the Suns and the Mavs.
Really?
The Suns, talk about, you want to talk about young guns.
Mavs are
Eric
good.
Bledsoe, Goran Dragic leading the way for Phoenix. They've done it all year. Why are they going to stop now? Just because it's playoff time? They're not going to. The
I'm
Suns
gonna
are going to
I'm gonna
get
go
in
ahead
the
and pick
playoff.
Dallas and Memphis for the same
you.
reason that it's not going to help them in the playoffs. Experience doesn't matter once you get to the playoffs, but it helps you get there. Dallas and Memphis.
Exactly.
I'm going to have to go with Zach Sepanik taking the Suns. I like the Suns as well. You talk about young talent. Absolutely, they're young
Killed it
talent.
again.
They're going to make it in,
Killed it
and they're going to
again.
make
Tied
a
up,
long
baby.
push
Matt.
because they are young. Sorry. Boys
Hashtag
tied up
blessed.
4-all
Hashtag
right now.
blessed.
Hashtag tied.
Hashtag tied. Tied up at 4. All right, Jadeveon Clowney shined in his pro day this week. Clowney impressed scouts in his drills, and he believes he should be picked at number 1. Bortles also impressed last month in his pro day and held a private workout for the Browns, but he's still on the Texans' radar. So, and guys, we saw what Manziel did. He brought some flair last week in his pro day. So, knowing what we know now, what should the Houston Texans do in May with their number 1 pick in the NFL draft? Lauren, you're up.
Well, I definitely think that the Texans could use Manziel, but I think they're going with Clowney just because Bill O'Brien hasn't been a very big supporter of Manziel. If they were to pick a quarterback, it would be definitely Manziel over Bortles. I just don't think he has enough talent to be a first-rounder. Obviously, Clowney has a lot of talent. He could make a big impact on the Texans. He has a little bit of a work ethic issue, I think, but with all the veteran leadership on the Texans, he should be okay.
Yeah, Bill? Hey, take J.J. Clowney. Yeah, Bill O'Brien should be taking, not J.J. Clowney, Jadeveon Clowney, to pair up with J.J. Watt. That would be a 2-headed monster. If I were quarterback, I would literally slide out of my shoes and go to the sideline, and I would just hide under the bench. 2 big guys like that? Are you kidding me? Jadeveon Clowney, best talent, and Teddy Bruschi said it best this week. Turn in the card now to the commissioner. Just turn it in because he should be Houston's number 1 overall pick.
People might be a little nervous to take Johnny Manziel because of his attitude, all that stuff, and that they might compare him to Tim Tebow, a guy who runs around a lot, doesn't complete a lot of passes. You're wrong, and I'm going to tell you why. Johnny Manziel completed 70% of his passes in college. Tim Tebow completed 66. I'm going to take Johnny Manziel.
You guys are
first
terrible with
overall.
names.
First overall.
No.
Too many J's.
No. Matt,
Too many J's.
Matt, do not give in to the Johnny Manziel bait. Do not give in. Because with the Texans, what it comes down to for their first-round pick, Clowney over Manziel. I mean, you got Clowney. Yes, he might have a work ethic issue, maybe. But then do you really want to pick Manziel over him, who has basically threatened the team and said, quote, it would be the worst decision they've ever made if they do not pick him first.
The house that Johnny
That's
built.
a threat.
Come on now.
Do you really want that guy on your team? That is not a
Texans
team
need a
player.
quarterback, guys.
Quarterback.
I'm going Money Manziel. Johnny Manziel goes number 1. Mason Prince, you get the boys. The boys now break the tiebreaker there with that. So, hey,
there.
regime.
Right there.
Regime.
Right there.
I like it. Sorry,
The house
ladies.
that-
Sorry, ladies. After being released last week from the Eagles for speculation of off-the-field activity, DeSean Jackson finds a new home and signs with division rivals Washington Redskins. The Skins are getting a proven superstar, but amid all the gang controversy, clubhouse distraction, Jackson's attitude or lack of effort, Zach, what are your thoughts on the signing?
Home run signing for the Redskins right here. Give me his off-the-field issues. I'll take them. The Redskins were 19th last year in passing yards with 3,751, 24th in passing touchdowns with 20 total. DeSean Jackson had 9, nearly half as many as the Redskins himself. It's a great sign. Pair him with Pierre Garçon at wideout, Alfred Morris out of the backfield, and then RG3 coming at you at quarterback. 2014, I think, is going to be shaping up good in the Capitol.
RG3 is going to sit back in his chair and twiddle his fingers like that because he is so happy that DeSean Jackson is on his team now. He doesn't have to worry about it anymore. Look, if he screws up during the season, fine. Release him, trade him, do what the Eagles did. It's not a big deal. But take the risk. This dude puts results on the field.
Puts on a show.
Okay, the talk has all been about this controversy about DeSean Jackson. Yes, he's a talented player, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I think that he is going to move past this and be fine, but this is a perfect team for him. I mean, if we're talking about controversy here, this is a team who is not new to controversy. They have been in the news a lot lately, revolving around their name change and their not name change, and owner Dan Snyder is not budging, and he is not afraid of controversy, and this team, I think, will gain strength.
Yeah, I feel like we all have the same idea about this. I think the whole gang affiliation was blown up within a day. Yeah. It truly snowballed on ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Redskins are going to do great with DeSean Jackson on their team. He's coming off of a career performance. I don't see why they wouldn't want him.
No.
Yeah, you guys, I don't know. I think there's something to it, obviously, with what we saw last summer with Aaron Hernandez. But hey, y'all all agreed he is going to be a great addition. But I like Becca Slaughter's. I like her deal about that the Redskins are not afraid of controversy.
Girls are back on
They're not afraid of controversy. They've shown that.
Exactly.
Through.
They're not afraid of it.
The
They're not afraid
ladies,
of it.
the ladies are taking the lead right now. All right, and week 1 of the MLB season was filled with much excitement. We had potential no-hitters in Milwaukee, extra innings out in Pittsburgh, player-fan altercations, and a slew of walk-off wins. Thrilling is the term that comes to mind in the first week of the season. Of all the walk-offs, which one takes the cake as your favorite? Mason, go.
Walk-off, schmalk-off. The biggest story of the week was Vin Scully throwing out the first pitch at the Dodgers home opener today. He's a hero in Los Angeles. They love him there. The Dodgers love him. He's the biggest thing that has happened to that organization in a long time besides Jackie Robinson. Vin Scully, have a great retirement, man.
Yeah, I'm not even going to mention the fact that you don't deserve a point because you didn't stick to what we're supposed to talk about.
Stick to the topic.
I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to bring it up because my favorite was the Rangers-Phillies solely because I had the honor of watching the last inning of that game with our very awesome, very handsome host, Matt McCullock.
Wow.
So thank you. Thank you for that pleasure.
I like that little comment.
It's my favorite.
you dare.
All right, I need to go with the
Real
Detroit.
quick.
What?
Real quick. Sorry. Go quick.
Okay, I need to go with the Detroit Tiger 2-game, 2 walk-off wins
I like
by
that.
Ian
It
Kinsler
was exciting.
and Alex Gonzalez.
Great games.
That hasn't happened since 1901.
Zach, quick.
Give me the extra innings marathon with the Pittsburgh Pirates and Chicago Cubs, and Pittsburgh came out with a victory? Yeah.
I like it too, but the ladies are going to take this one because they are beautiful, and they brought up me in that last one. Ladies take the win in this special edition of the Roundtable.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, guys.
Welcome
Congrats.
to the team. Welcome.
Good work. Honestly, good work. Sorry, you don't like that, Mason? You don't like that? I can't
first time they
I
win.
can't win with this
except you
panel.
got
Roundtable is brought to you by Sprouts Farmers Market, New York Pizza and Pasta, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, located in Adams Residence Hall